I'm sure he'll be along shortly. We actually had a pretty good shower move through last night already. But we have large hail in the forecast for this afternoon's storm, so I hope not. There you are. Come on. Come on before Donnie comes. The door's going to be opening. Hurry on. Good boy. He goes, I'll just take the long way over to my buddies. Oh, but I'll stop for a scratch first on the tree. Good morning, Candy Apple. Hey there, you doing good this morning? He didn't seem to suffer none from getting his shots. He's a good boy. Birds are out there chirping already. Good morning, guys. Alright, it's already started raining again. Dang it. Well, I'm glad it's not raining any heavier than it is. Johnny actually has a field trip today over to UNC Chapel Hill for Blacks at Microsoft. He has a shirt that Microsoft provided, and you know, I think it's going to be sort of like job fair information, and probably not just Microsoft. I guess he'll tell me more about it when they get home today, but unfortunate the weather is not bright and sunny for their walk around campus over there. Hopefully they won't have to walk too far. I did see that Tesla updated the app for Ruby to say 4/12 at 5 p.m. The 12th is Tuesday. I guess there must not be any chance they're going to get the part Friday. They had already told me Friday or Monday. I'll take Tuesday to be a one-day pad in case the part comes in late on Monday and they don't have time to finish up. You know, best case scenario, I guess, for me is the part comes in Monday and they put it on Tuesday morning and I get to pick Ruby up Tuesday afternoon coming out of Raleigh. That would be best case scenario for me, because going over in the evening to pick her up is just, Don and I are so tired, and it's a third trip into Raleigh. It's just, you know, either in the first thing in the morning or in the afternoon is actually better for me. Ruby's frunk is still open. I'm very happy about that, because that means she's inside still. We have a chance of large hail coming through this afternoon in the thunderstorms. That's not supposed to be a problem this morning. I will be, you know, large hail in a Tesla, any nice vehicle basically petrifies me. So the fact that Ruby's inside up there, I'm nice and calm. And I will be checking on the radar this afternoon, and if it's really nasty stuff coming through, I'll probably drive the van back downtown, because I'm not putting any Tesla out there on the road with what they call the chance of quote-unquote large hail. It's just not happening. I'll be scared to death. Doesn't matter which Tesla it is. Well, we still have this lightish rain, although it looks like there's a bit of heavier stuff just about to come into downtown. But then it's clear behind there, so I don't know what they're talking about for this afternoon. It must be pop-up stuff versus a front moving through causing issues. Time will tell, I guess. So poor Don last night. We've had dinner. I made this great pork loin roast, pan fried it in the cast iron skillet, and then finished baking it in the oven. And we were done eating, and we had watched a little Star Wars. We're still going through all the Star Wars movies. Usually it takes us 3 nights to watch it, school nights, so we don't, you know, watch very long. But he got called out to go get on, back on, had to power up his computer and get on, and he was on for just shy of 3 hours last night. And yeah, that made yesterday a particularly long day. He's gotten called out on Sunday morning for like a half an hour. I was probably the longest call out on this project, and off hours that he's had to do. And I don't think they completely resolved what the issue was going on, except that they understood that it wasn't in any of Mr. Don's quote-unquote stuff. This job was on the workstation side, not on the mainframe side. And I think it's funny that Don owns this part of the project, because he's a mainframe guy and not a workstation guy. But I guess he's a workstation guy now too. I just dropped Johnny off at the high school, the old building, not over at St. Augustine's. They're only like a mile apart, mile and a half. It's really close. Anyway, I'm hanging out for just a minute, make sure he's got what he needs inside, you know. I think they're going to get rained on today, but hopefully the bus carrying him over to Chapel Hill will, I think it's the little short bus that this school keeps on site all the time because they have to move students around between the two schools. They have a little tiny activity bus. It's probably that bus, and it can maneuver better than the big bus, so hopefully it will be able to get them close to where they need to go and they won't be out in the rain too much today. I don't know if Don and I will walk or not. We'll see. Yesterday was rough all the way around for him. Besides the call out last night, they had some sort of a system problem over the weekend that nobody caught for hours and hours. And if it's one of those things where if it's caught pretty quick, then the system operators can do stuff to restart things and it's not a big deal. It's, and you know, more of an annoyance, but they didn't catch it for a long time, and then stuff got really messed up and they had to work to resurrect things. And it's just all about learning new procedures with the, you know, cut over of the product stuff they're doing over there. So anyway, Don was on the phone a lot more yesterday than even the normal 11 a.m. conference call working session. It was pretty much started when he hit the desk and kept on going. So, but between the weather and work, we'll see this morning. I'm okay either way. I was very sleepy last night and I did not finish yesterday's video, so I'm going home to do that. Although I find that in the morning when I do it, I'm much more alert and it seems to come together quicker. And so there's that. Yeah, Don was on the call last night and I was just pretty much asleep out on the love seat. I told myself I would go out and just make sure Candy Apple was charging last night sometime after 8:30, but then I was like, nah, the car's charging. And of course the car was charging. I had the normal 90%, little over 200 miles charged this morning. So setting up the start charging at 8:30 p.m. Worked out well last night. Nobody had to come back out and remember to plug the car in at a certain time or anything. That feature is really great. Before Tesla added some automation to the car, we used to use, I think Ruby's still set up to use Tesla Fi will also allow you to do some scheduling and stuff. The thing that was very important to us was we don't charge after 6 a.m. Especially in the winter. I don't know that it matters in the summertime. Yeah, when I'm not on the road to and from the school, it doesn't matter. But in the wintertime when I am, it kind of does. That doesn't really come into play though, unless like I had a day where I drove into downtown Raleigh 3 times and was on 30 miles or something during the you know, most of the time Ruby's done charging well before 6 a.m. when she starts at 8:30. So anyway, the scheduled charging worked out good. There's one more thing that would make my life easier for a couple of days, and I'm trying to remember what that was. I have the garage door remote, and I have a cable to do my phone. Oh, I forgot my AirPods this morning for my book. I think I'm going to break down and hook my phone up to the car so I can listen to my book on the way home. That's what I was going to do. And after that, I'll just be pretty much all the way. I need a box of tissues. I had a couple I carried out to the car and had laying on the dash because Johnny and I need them this time of year especially, but probably need to grab a box of tissues for the car and a microfiber towel so I can wipe the screen down and I'll be all good. But I do miss Ruby, but I don't want to sound like I'm complaining about the Model 3, but I do miss Ruby. One of the things I was a little bummed about is, you know, I was really trying to hit 100K before the end of the school year, and I'll have lost, I don't know how many miles it is, but a lot. Let's see, 5 school days, 6 school days. So that's, you know, that's roughly 600 miles, probably closer to 700 miles. So I'll have lost that toward, you know, toward that end of the year 100K number, but it is what it is. Maybe I'll just have to take some sort of a trip in Ruby or something to make those up. It'll happen when it happens, right? All right, my iPhone has been added, and I'll just come in here and forget the device when I turn the car back in. And I told it not to copy over my contacts. The phone asked for permission, and then I came and I turned off the sync. So I don't think it's a big security exposure or anything to hook up to the loaner car. And like I said, I'll try to remember to come in and forget my phone. I'd like to rename it Marianne's iPhone, but the 10 that I still have, the iPhone X at the house, it says Marianne's iPhone, and I cannot figure out how to rename this phone to something else. Photomom's iPhone, I don't know, something that would indicate that it's my phone. If anybody knows how to do that, let me know. But I was in all the settings one time on this phone. Not from a car perspective, but from a phone perspective, and I can't figure it out. The car showed up as Tesla Model 3 Candy Apple in the Bluetooth list on my phone. So that's a good, intelligent, you know, name for what's hooked up. You comfy there, Tux? That's good. I don't think it's going to rain on us, and we haven't driven Jules in a few days, so I told Don to get Jules out, and I put Candy Apple in the garage. Also, we didn't get the latest software update, so I'm hoping... No software update, right? I haven't checked since last night.
Right. There's no software update.
Yeah, well, we're like the only people on the planet that are missing it. So we give Jules some love this morning, and maybe we'll be adorned with the new update.
I hope.
So love is still on the wall, but somebody came and painted over this other graffiti. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but... And over here on the sewer lid also. If that was a gang symbol or something not good, I wouldn't know. It probably was something not good, this symbol, which you can still see through the paint, unfortunately. It's not too bad out here, mid-60s. No wind to speak of, birds chirping, a busy creek over there with fast-moving water from the rains we've had. That is a pileated woodpecker. He's going to fly. But that's what that is. I heard him. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, never seen one down on the ground that close. That was...
Yeah, well, he seems to be able to fly just fine.
Wow. Yeah, I heard him making the noise, and then I saw the head, and then he's still on the back side of that tree. Well, thank you, Mr. Woodpecker, for putting on a show for me this morning. I appreciate that. So I don't know if they're trying to fix it or practice with it, but the fire department's up here this morning doing stuff with the ladder truck. Yeah, it's pretty obvious they're working on it. That's the first time I've seen it fully extended, and with the, what would you call the things that are down on the side? What would the right word be? Supports?
Yeah, I don't actually, legs?
Legs.
Legs. Yeah.
I haven't ever seen those deployed either, because, you know, it's driving down the road. Obviously, they're tucked away. It takes up a lot of room on that truck where they have to fit back in on the sides. I didn't know that was even there. You learn something new every day. They marked the fields this morning. Let's hope the rain holds off and they actually get to use the fields, but I think that's questionable. Although I get it. The ground crew's gotta prep the fields when they have time to prep them. And this is their time slot for doing that. All right, half-mile run completed. Phew. Yeah, that noise is either the street cleaner or the generator at the lift station. Actually, now I'm thinking it's the lift station.
Yeah, starting to...
We saw a lot of bunnies today. They must really like it when it's cloudy and rainy out. I think I saw 4. I'm only looking at this because of Kyle. And the fact that it is just really long. It's basically my minivan, but short. It's 10 o'clock and we got back just in time. Marty's in there too, even though you can just see Morrison Stripe right now. Tux is on the platform, and I saw Panther and Gray on the front porch, so everybody's dry and home. Wow, it's looking like an insanely pretty day out there right now. Although the more sun, that could crank up the atmosphere some more for those afternoon storms. I hope not. So I'm going to put together Lego Creator 3-in-1 set. 31125 fantasy forest creatures, and I am definitely building the owl versus the deer, bunny, or squirrel. I'm really excited about it. I can't believe it's only 175 pieces, making it smaller than the bunny rabbit that I put together yesterday. So for the 3-in-1 sets, they give you the instructions to make everything shown on the box, although you only have the bricks to do one of them at a time. So some people probably put one together, take it apart, you know, etc., etc. Move to the next one. It went together really quickly. He's cute. I guess he has a little hedgehog buddy, and of course his book and his magnifying glass, because he's a wise old owl. Wow, it's a little breezy. Radar is clear though, so I'm gonna go in Candy Apple. Tux is in amongst the ferns over there. That was his summer spot last year, and he's decided it's time to move to the summer spot. They're high, they're shelter, the ground is cool, and he got hot, I guess, on his heating pad up top, which if it's gonna stay warm, I'll turn off here soon. Bye, bunny. I did remember my tissues. I left some in a box in the house and brought the rest out here. I haven't heard anything from Johnny, and I would say no news is good news, and thankfully it looks like I was wrong about rain during the part of the day where they were walking around over there. I mean, it had said 12 to 6, but then it started raining this morning, so that's my confusion. But anyway, hopefully, like I said, no news is good news, and he had a good day. I am leaving right on time today. I should be downtown between 2 and 2:10 ready to pick him up. He's supposed to message me location. Uh-oh, some delivery guy's in trouble with me. I did order something from Lego, and I bet that's it. FedEx has a history of leaving stuff at the street and not doing what they're supposed to. Let me go see. At least it didn't get rained on yet. Well, I've already had to navigate around several trucks today and had a super loud motorcycle beside me, and yeah, it's pretty out there though. It's pretty. I am listening to Bobby Akart. I told you I started a new series, Virus Hunters, and that it was loosely, you know, kind of based on the COVID-19 thing, and it highlights the China conspiracy theory behind hiding the early cases, and it's very entertaining. I'm just going to say that, although having lived through COVID-19, even though the virus in this book is a little different, because it goes back, it's actually happened like 3 or 4 years after now, so it's probably set somewhere between 2020 and 2025, I would say. Probably more like 2025. So not far in the future, but a couple of years in the future. And it's good. So it knows about COVID-19, but yet it's a different virus. It's good, but after living through COVID-19, it's you know, it's a thing. Dealing with talking about virus stuff. Well, the sky does have that slightly ominous looking storms coming late summer afternoon, even though it's still spring sort of look about it today. Just let me get back home. Johnny does have Taekwondo tonight, but I can always decide to take the van then if conditions warrant. The sky has continued to be sunny on and off, and I don't know, it does look like we might get some more storms. So Johnny said he was at the Friday Center today, which he thought was on the periphery of campus. I'm not very familiar with UNC Chapel Hill. I was to a concert there back in the 90s one time. And you know, we used to shop at Southern Season and kind of drive around campus a little bit when we would make our yearly or biennial trek over there. But anyway. anyway, they got some CEOs, CTOs talked to them, and they saw like a movie thing, and they got free lunch. You know, boys, students, they're going to be excited about free lunch. So he had a good day, and we're headed back home. We're on time to a little early because I was downtown at a good time today. He was able to get in the car right away too. So we've got a red Y in front of us. I've sort of stopped commenting on seeing Teslas because I'm passing somewhere between 10 and 20 a day now between Fuquay and downtown. There's a blue 3 I keep seeing in town that has a really nice light colored blue wrap on it. It's very unique, so there's no missing that it's that car every time. And yeah, pretty much every time I go into Walmart, there's a Tesla in the parking lot now. I mean, it's really, the numbers have really stepped up considerably here. I'm just going the long way around town. I don't make that left turn there if I don't have to. That's Judd Parkway. It comes out of the community center, but I'd rather take the way through the old part of downtown. So the rest of the stuff in there is a secret, but this allowed me to get the Easter thing, which I'm very excited to build, and I think I got time to build it. It's getting darker outside by the minute though. It's all together, 2 chicks and an egg. The egg comes apart in half, and you can stage it such that the chicks are inside of the egg pieces. It was a fun build, very symmetrical. It's great, but it's not May the 4th yet. You're just breaking it in, make sure it's going to work out for, yeah. Well, plus you got a few Star Wars shirts now.
Yeah, well, plus, you know, may the force be with you when you get to have great little munchies like this.
Yeah, we had hamburgers the other night. We had leftover chaffles, so I made him an egg, bacon, cheese, and sauteed onion, which is the most important part to me, a sandwich for his snack.
Yeah, baby.
Because we're having ribs, but not until 8:30.
Yeah, I agree. But this will hold me just fine.
So you're gonna go get Now You Know up? It's starting.
I'm gonna go get it up right now.
Okay. It's Taekwondo time, and all of the weather has passed. I'm not aware of any damage locally. It got dark, it rained, we heard a clap of thunder, but you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, it was about a 3. Which is good. I mean, I didn't want severe weather. Well, everything seems reasonably quiet here at the Walmart tonight. Yeah, well, that's what happens when people cut through and they don't stop. Uh-oh, they got so many cars in finally that they don't have room for them all up on the rack. I'll come back to that. Let me look at the rack first, because that's easier. I mean, seriously, the only reason that would be over there is if this was full. And yep, this is looking full. Cybertruck, I need a Cybertruck. Well, that's a good find, but no Teslas yet. Well, in less than 15 minutes, I had them all out and all back. I found 5 of the Enterprise. They have this battery Nissan Leaf Nismo RC02, but yeah, probably not going to get them.